Well, a wonderful good morning to all of you out there. This is Bob DiGiacomo, Bermuda Bob Leadership and Intentional Growth Coaching, and you know where I'm coming to you from. Yes, it is beautiful and sunny, and it is very hot, but I know there are areas where you are where it may even be hotter. So we're enjoying the day, the fact that we woke up. Now, we just completed the 7-day experiment, and I mentioned that I was going to add an 8th day to the 7-day experiment as a result of some information that came in my direction from one of my colleagues in the John Maxwell team, Shannon LeBriere. And I don't know if she's watching at this particular time, but I know that she'll see the recording nonetheless. Today, with the 8th day of the 7-day experiment, we're going to refer to the opportunity to say no so that others can say yes. Now, that's a pretty unique concept, and Sharon, when you see this, please feel free to post down in the comments your presentation that you made the other day talking about the ability to say no so that others can say yes. But I draw upon this that today is also the 50th anniversary of the landing on the moon. Now, a lot of people had to say no so that a lot of yeses could be said by other people. And if you think about that, we had to say no, we're not going to accept defeat so that others could say yes, here's what we're going to do so that we can be successful. And I believe if you also are the person who doesn't always say yes to everything, in other words, you have to be the center event of everything. You've got to say, yes, I'll do this. Yes, I'll do that. Take some time to say, no, I'm not going to do that so that you can say yes and you'll do that. Now, today is also the anniversary of something for everybody everywhere. And as I said, today is the 50th anniversary. I'm going to go back in time to 1969 just for a moment to say that, yes, we landed on the moon in 1969. The New York Mets won the World Series for the first time in 1969. The New York Jets won the Super Bowl for the first and their only time back in 1969. If my memory serves me correctly, Chappaquiddick happened back in 1969. Just imagine, as I bring this to a conclusion, had some people said no, others would have been able to say yes. And perhaps history would be a little different than it is today. Now, you have the opportunity on this day to go out and make history by saying no so that others can indeed say yes. It's a very deep thought pattern today on this 8th day of the 7-day experiment. And by the way, you can go back and repeat all 7 plus 1 makes 8 days of this experiment. And I know it eventually led to what we refer to as a 30-day journey, but that's a story for another time. Just go ahead and go back and repeat watching the 7 days plus 1. And it'll become habitual. It'll become contagious. It'll become part of what you do on a regular basis. So that's it for today as we remember and celebrate the 50th anniversary of the landing on the moon. And I'm actually pretty glad that some people actually said no so that some others could say yes. All the best. Coming to you from, well, you know I'm coming to you from. All the best. Take care.